Reels, available on satellite and cable systems nationwide.
Hi, I'm Steve Patterson, and this is Hollywood Dailies. This is Russell Crowe star this weekend's big movie release, Broken City. Hello, Mr. Mayor. How are you?
Very good, Stephen. How you doing?
I'm doing real well. Let's talk about this. In Broken City, you play the mayor of New York, who's got some real shady activities happening on the side. What did you make of sort of delving into the dirty side of politics?
Well, I think we've all built up over time a little bit of knowledge of, how public office can corrupt certain people, and we certainly find the character that I'm playing deep into his time as a representative of the people, and possibly at a point in his life where he's begun to believe that he is bigger than the office that he holds. But it's a really interesting story, Broken City, and it's a great thriller that plays itself out one card at a time. And I think right up until the last moment, you're still getting fresh information or information that surprises you. I think it's a very stylish movie with a very cool cast. So I hope people go to see it, and I hope they enjoy it.
You, of course, in this play the husband of Catherine Zeta-Jones, frankly a dream of many men who are watching right now. Just tell us a little bit about that. Is it as awesome as it seems?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's wonderful. We've known each other for a long time. Funnily enough, though, I'd always imagined when we did work together that, if we played lovers, there'd at least be people that liked each other.
That is one small difference here.
Not the case in this particular story.
And of course, she's beautiful.
You realise that this is genuine Australian bush out the back here. You know that, right?
Is that right? Are we looking out of your window? I know you're coming to us
live from Australia.
This is beautiful. This is just a look into the.
We're up on my farm.
So is that where we are right now? This is incredible. Hollywood Dailies, we take you anywhere.
We really are.
Beautiful. Coming to us from Australia,
cool,
you got to love that. Of course, Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, and underneath the frame here.
Yeah.
Underneath the frame, I'm just wearing a pair of board shorts and thongs.
I was going to say, I thought you might say just no pants.
Like sandals.
Me too. They've got me framed the same way. I always try to match.
Just under the frame. Just under the frame. Up. Under, whoops.
All right, stay tight. Stay tight on Russell Crowe.
I just wanted you to know that, we're talking about Down Under, Steve. Sorry.
That's right. Anything goes when you talk to Russell Crowe. By the way, at the end, we will pan out. We will see the thongs he's talking about. We'll get that all figured out. Now, listen, of course, you square off against Mark Wahlberg here. We knew him as Marky Mark when he first burst onto the scene. Now, you're an established singer. We see that most recently in Les Mis. Do you and Mark connect? Did you guys have a collaboration? He raps, you sing?
Well, no, we didn't actually get into about the most musical collaboration we had was when RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan pulled up into the car park of the set with his tour bus full of about 45 people all ready to have a party with myself and Mark, which came as a big surprise, but it was a very pleasant surprise. We worked together really well, Mark and I. I think we both have a similar work ethic, We like to be prepared and know what we're doing, and it was just enjoyable. There wasn't any hard bits about that at all. I mean, we just sunk into that relationship very, very quickly. The thing is, we've known each other probably since about '97. I think Boogie Nights was doing the rounds of film festivals at the same time as LA Confidential was. So, though we've never been like tight friends, we've always been connected, and we, and pleased to see each other. So to finally get a chance to work with him was great.
Now this is really cool because you move from one awesome project, it seems, right into another. Up next, coming up this summer, is going to be Superman. You play Jor-El. Give me something. What sort of surprised you about this new take on Superman? Oh,
it's very complicated. It's really complex. I mean, I don't think anybody's really tried to get into the psychology of what it must be like to be Superman before, and and what people would really respond like in a modern society if somebody like that, just popped up in society, So I think, Zack Snyder, who directed The Watchmen, he directed 300 and a few other things, he was given a great deal of responsibility because, when it comes to comic book heroes and superhero films, I mean, the top of the food chain is Superman. And I think the biggest indicator for me of how it's looking is that the financier of the film, who's a lovely fellow by the name of Thomas Tull, quite a reticent man, doesn't mince his words, and he's sent me gushing emails. He just loves it, and he thinks it's going to go down really well. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I mean, it's a massive undertaking. The types of sets and things that we worked on that film were incredible. So, I mean, it takes you actually on the ground to Krypton, you know. It takes you to a planet where the sun is 4 times larger than ours, you know, and you get to experience that stuff. So I think people are going to love it. And if you've seen the little trailers and stuff they've done, you realize that this Superman is not just, you know, floating through the air held up by a wire. I mean, this Superman is supersonic. When he decides to fly, he doesn't muck around. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the way people will respond to that.
All right, awesome stuff always from Russell Crowe. Don't forget, Broken City is in theaters this weekend. Thanks, Russell.
Reels is TV about movies. Go to Reels.com to find Reels in your area.